Hey guys, I'm a little late again. The wife is sending me for food, so I'm doing a foodie video. I won't be able to answer your questions. I won't be reading much, but I'll tell you guys how to rent a home in Texas. Again, why just Texas? Because that's the only place I have a license, pretty much. It's pretty easy. The process can take up to 5 days, the most. 2 days if both agents are really good. Mostly, honestly, it only takes 2 to 4 days. It doesn't take that long. It shouldn't take that long if both agents and the owner are on point or on the documents and paperwork. What do you need to rent a home? And many people get mad at me because I can't help them rent the home, and it's not my fault. I can't do anything about it. Requirements are very easy, very simple, and this is for every single home. If it's on the market, you're gonna need this. First things first, no criminal background, no felonies, no misdemeanors. Some landlords will take criminal background, depending on how long ago it was. If it was up to 5 years ago, they'll take it, or older than 5 years ago, they'll take it. If it's before that, some might, but they might ask for a double deposit or stuff like that. So no criminal background. You have to make 3 times the rent. What does that mean? It means that if you're looking for a home that is $1,500, you have to make $4,500 a month on a net income, the gross income. It doesn't mean that that's what you're taking home. It just means the whole check. You have to prove it. So no criminal background, make 3 times the rent, copy of driver license, copy of social security. Most of the time we're not gonna ask, or no one's gonna ask for a copy of the social. They're just gonna ask for a number. Last 2 check stubs proving that you make the amount of money that you need to make for the requirement. If you get paid weekly, then you're gonna need the last 4 stubs. Some landlords will take your bank statement as a proof of income. Sometimes you're gonna need a notarized letter from your boss. If you get paid cash, you will need a notarized letter, and you will need a bank statement proving that all the money goes in, that amount of money goes in. Who needs to provide an application? Anyone over the age of 18. That means that if it's 4 people applying, both parents and 2 kids under 18, they don't have to apply. They will be on the application, but they don't have to apply. They don't have to do anything. So no criminal background, make 3 times the rent, copy driver license, last 2 pay stubs, and it's very important, no broken leases on any other previous apartment. Now this is for a house. So for a house, your credit is important. You need credit. You can't have any broken leases, and you can't have any well, some people will take it if you have a bankruptcy, but sometimes they won't take it. They will run your credit. They will find out how much your credit is. You need a credit of 540 and above. Why do you need 540 and above? That's just what landlords want, and this is, again, nothing that we realtors can do about it. Our landlords or owners are the ones that decide on this. You also cannot have any aggressive breed of dogs. Now, for all of you that know me, you know that I love dogs, right? I'm a dog lover, and I got a big dog myself. He's 45 pounds, 50 pounds. So I'm all up for dogs, right? I don't have anything against pit bulls. I don't have anything against Rottweilers. I don't have anything against no one breed, because I don't think the breed of the dog is a problem. I think it's the human that has the dog. That's a problem. But unfortunately, it's a liability for the owners if you have that type of breed. What do I mean by that? It means that if you have a pit bull and that pit bull bites the neighbor next door, that can be a liability for the owner unless you have insurance, right? And you can't get insurance for your dog. But most people don't get insurance, right? So that is a problem. So not aggressive breeds, and you will pay deposit on your pet. You have to pay deposit. Why? Because pets will leave a stain, will leave marks, will damage furniture, will damage walls. Look, I'm a dog lover. I've had dogs, and I've had dogs where my dog, when he was a puppy, he used to bite the trimming on the door. I don't know why, but he used to bite the trimming. So that type of thing, the owner has to deal with that. and you know, it will come out of your deposit and your extra deposit. Sometimes pet deposits are not refundable. It can go up to $300, $500 per pet, and most places will only take 2 to 3 pets depending on the breed and depending on the size of the dogs. If it's a small dog, you don't have a problem. You shouldn't have a problem. If it's a Chihuahua, little dogs like that, you don't have a problem. Again, big dogs can kill the deal. Do you always have to disclose that you have that type of dog? Yes, you do. Can the owner stop by at any moment and check if you have the dogs? No. Legally, they cannot come to your house, just knock on the door and be like, I'm gonna go in. No, by law, they cannot do that. But they can schedule an appointment to come see the home. Yes, they can do that. That is legal, entirely legal. So you can lie and say that you don't have one, but if your neighbors are nosy and they might tell, and they know the owner, they might tell them. It's better to just disclose it and talk to the owner and be like, hey, listen, you know what? He's very friendly, blah, blah, blah. A good thing to do if you have that type of dog is to set up a meeting with the owner, so that way the owner can see that your dogs are super friendly. That's one advice. Other one is send pictures, so that way they can see how cute, videos, stuff like that. Your realtor can do that. Get a realtor. Best thing that you can do, just get the realtor. And the reason why is because we realtors are gonna check that what's stipulated on the contracts, and we realtors make the contract. So it is already drafted by TREC, by the Real Estate Commission, but we're the ones that fill it in. So you want to make sure that you get a realtor, and it's free to you. If you're renting, it's free to you. You don't pay anything. The landlord, the owner of the home, pays us, so it's free. You know, we'll open the door, we'll do a showings, and we'll do everything to you. What do you need to tell your realtor whenever you want to lease a home? You want to tell them how much you want to pay, the amount of rooms that you need, when you want to move in, etc. Now, one thing very important is that when you're looking to lease a home, your lease has to start within 15 to 21 days of the day that you apply and your application is approved. What does that mean? It means that if, let's say, you look for a home on the 1st and you get approved on the 3rd, that means that your contract will state that you will move in on the 24th. That's the longest that a landlord will wait. Why? That's just the way it is. If you put in that you're moving in within 30 days, they might not even look at your application. They'll look at it, but if the home doesn't have any other hits, then they might approve you. But besides that, they won't. They will look at the people that will move in sooner because they want someone to move in sooner. That's just it. Requirements, you got the requirements. What is needed from you? So the application process 2 to 4 days. You will pay $35 to $55 per person over the age of 18 for the application. They'll run your background, they'll run the whole thing, they'll run your credit history. Student loans don't count much. They don't really take a look at that. Everyone has those nowadays, so don't worry about them. Your realtor can work if you have anything special, but if you have like several broken leases in there, it's kind of tough for anyone to do anything. Your best bet is to go owner to owner, so just drive around and see a sign that says for rent somewhere around, right? That's your best bet. What is gonna be needed from you whenever you get approved? You will need to pay the deposit within the next 24 to 48 hours, and it has to be a certified check. Certified funds. That means a money order or a cashier's check, and you have to drop off the deposit at the other realtor's office or with your realtor, and your realtor will take it to the owner. The deposit will make sure that the house is taken off the market. If you don't deliver that check, then the home will be back on the market again and given to someone else. Your other check, and it's the same amount as the rent. So if your rent is $1,500, you have to drop off a check for $1,500 for the deposit. If you have any pets, then you can drop that second check can be delivered a week prior to moving in, or 3 days sometimes, depending on the owner. Most of the time, after you do the deposit, you have a week to 2 weeks to do the other check, which is the same amount. It's always like that. Apartments are the only places where your deposit is lower than your rent, but not all the time. If your credit is not the best, then of course then it doesn't work that way either. Then you have to do full deposit. Especially if you're a first-time renter, then you have to do full deposit. So again, your deposit has to be given within 24 to 48 hours. after your application is approved, so the house can be taken off the market. Then you will have a contract. We realtors get the contract, we review the contract, and then we send it over to you for you to sign it. Once you sign it, it's an executed contract, it's done. That is it. That's how you rent a home in Texas, Houston. That's pretty much it. I'm trying to remember if I had like 10-15 people today message me that they wanted to rent a home. That's how you rent a home. Trying to remember if there's anything else that I'm forgetting before I end the live. And I know it's kind of late, so I'm sorry. We went through the requirements, right? No criminal background, no broken leases, make 3 times the rent, copy your driver license, last 2 check stubs. That's it. That's the requirements. Then you need a deposit, and of course the application fee takes 2 to 4 days. You can literally sometimes get the home within 1 day. Credit score of 540 or above. Sometimes they'll work with you if you have a lower one, but it definitely not lower than 500. That's it. That's how you rent a home in Texas. Especially Houston. That's how you do it. That's pretty much it. And I have arrived where I am picking up my food. It was nice talking to you guys. If you have any more questions, again, you can send me a message. My number is very public. 832-461-9585. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. That's it. That's how you rent a home. You will sign a couple of contracts with your realtor. That's just for us to get paid. But again, it's completely free. You shouldn't have to pay anything to a realtor to help you rent the home. Just don't waste their time. That's for sure. We draft the contracts. We don't draft the contracts. We fill in the contracts. So that's why you want a realtor as well, to make sure that we check the contract and it's, you know, it's even, it's half and half, so that way they don't put anything in there extra that you don't want. Repairs normally go, the owner's the one that pays all repairs, but sometimes they'll put in there that you'll pay the first 100 of any repair, which is like a deductible. You know, it just depends on you if you want to accept it or not. It's up to you. Besides that, that's it. That's how you rent the home. It's pretty easy. The process is very, very easy. It's not hard at all. The reason why they also sometimes some deposits on pets are not refundable, even though if they're trained, is because if they have carpet, then they, you know, if your doggy pees or something on the carpet, then, you know, they gotta clean the carpet, shampoo, and all of that stuff. But it will be taken out of the deposit as well. That is it. That's how you rent a home in Texas. Have a good one. I'm here. Gotta get the food. Bye.